What is up, guys? Monk here with Look Ma Studio, and welcome to your app building starter kit. You have taken the first step into building your very own mobile app. We created this course because while there are many introduction to coding courses out there, some of them are either too complex and the others are honestly too boring to follow along. We wanted to create a very easy introduction to coding, and all the while building a fun and usable app. Now, I want to stress here again, this is not a coding bootcamp. This is not a take you from zero to code hero type of course. But what we're going to do is to create a fun and simple app that will give you the tools to help you create your future ideas. We are going to provide all the resources you need to follow along, and we'll be here for any questions that you may have. So one thing that I really believe is that in order to amplify your learning, you're going to have to apply this to something that you find interesting. I remember when I first started programming, my teacher had us programming a calculator. Really? A calculator? And honestly, I couldn't keep myself motivated to building something like that. That's why we're going to have a little fun with this one. We are going to be building a game, and it's a pretty simple game. It's just a true or false kind of swipe left for true, swipe right for false game. And we really like movies, so we're gonna do something to a movie that I think a lot of you guys know. We are gonna go through a bunch of stuff. Swift, Xcode, views, controllers, gestures, primitives, data structures, functions, object-oriented, it's crazy. But don't worry. We are gonna go through all of it, and I will be here for any questions that you guys might have. So what things are you gonna need to get started? The one thing you will definitely need is an Apple computer. Because we're gonna be building an iPhone app, you still have to keep everything within the Apple ecosystem. Now, if you don't have an Apple computer, you can go through Apple's refurbished program, and you can actually find a pretty good deal on a Mac Mini or even a MacBook Pro. If you don't have an iPhone, don't worry. You can actually use the iPhone simulator on the MacBook to do all your testing and to see everything as is, so you're good there. If you actually want to try and release the app to the App Store, you will need the Apple Developer Membership. This is going to be roughly about $99 a year, and I definitely recommend it because this is the way that you're going to be able to release apps to the App Store. But for learning purposes, you honestly should just be good to go. Now, as far as tools that you'll need on the computer, the main one you're going to be using is called Xcode. This is basically your code editor, and it's going to be what's used to build your app. Xcode can be found free on the App Store, so if you just go to the App Store and type Xcode, you should see it, pop it, download it, make sure you have everything downloaded for it. With that said, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and get a project set up and show you kind of all the ins and outs of Xcode.